Does Excel have a checkbook register template? Does Microsoft offer a free checkbook template for Excel? Or are there any good free checkbook templates for Excel? Let's check out what Microsoft has to offer. I'm here in the Excel program and I'm going to visit the File menu and then click on New. We can search for online templates here in this box, so I'll just type in the word checkbook and then press Enter. Microsoft has 3 templates available, and I'll share up front that honestly, Microsoft should be embarrassed about their checkbook templates. In full disclaimer, this is one of the reasons that I chose to create my own and offer it to the public. But let's check out these Microsoft templates. The first one here is titled Check Register Ledger. So we'll go ahead and click on that and then click on the button to create. Now this first template looks promising, and it does offer some different legend codes that can be used in here. But as soon as you open up this template, you'll notice that there are no available blank rows to add any additional transactions, and instead we just see the totals here at the bottom. So you have to sort of instinctively know that if you click your cursor here on this last row and then hit your tab key, that will provide another blank row for additional entries. First thing though that happens is notice that the balance is not formatted in the center like all the previous entries. Also notice that as I enter in a new date and press enter or hit the tab key, that also that entry is not formatted or centered like the other ones are. Same goes for putting in transaction text, description text, and we'll go ahead and put in a withdrawal amount. And again, the formatting is just a little off from all the others. And if I continue to tab in order to add more blank rows, it's just going to continue that lack of consistent formatting. But even worse though, check out what happens if I choose to delete a row that maybe is a duplicate or was just in the correct entry. So for example, if I right click on this row and tell it to delete, well gosh, now it's just totally all messed up. I'm going to undo that and bring all those entries back. Let's also see what happens if I try to insert a new row into here. The inserted row also has got the not quite the exact right formatting, but even worse, the formula is not going to be correct. Notice that here in this particular row, the formula is referencing H11, H11. If I come to this one, it's mentioning H12, H12. That's correct, but here it's continuing to say H12, H12, and that is incorrect. So both deleting and inserting rows will result in some definite issues with this template. All right, well, let's move along now to the second choice for Microsoft called Check Register with Spending Summary. So we'll go ahead and click on that and then click the Create button. Well, this one does have a sort of a coffee colored vibe happening here. It is neat that it has a spending summary here to the side based on category. But, first question is, okay, well, how do we add some more rows? If I have my cursor here in that cell and I hit the tab key, well, nothing happens. So I'll just continue to try to tab. And nope, it's not automatically adding any additional rows. So, my first thought is, okay, well, I guess I need to maybe insert some rows. So I'll go to do that. But actually, they've disabled the ability to insert rows. All right, so next I'll think, well, okay, maybe this is sort of in a table, and so maybe if I visit the insert menu up here, tell it that I want to insert, let's say, a row above. I'll click on that option, and there's the row above, and I'll pretend like maybe I have a 1003 check to enter on this date, but gee, what happened to the balance formula? Put in an amount there, which also is not lined up the way the rest of the items are, and there's no balance entry. So yeah, once again, a very flawed template from Microsoft, and you can see that as you would continue on, is just the formatting is just going to continue to get pretty wacky here. So let's say if I tried to insert a row maybe here, yeah, still no formula showing up there. So yeah, just another disappointment. Okay, well, let's see if the third template maybe has some better promise. So this one's called Check Register with Chart. So we'll go ahead and click on that one and tell it to create. Now this one certainly looks initially promising, Has a pretty nice layout, breakdown of withdrawals, some other summaries here to the side. So let's see. What do we do when we want to add another entry? So we'll pretend to put in a new entry in here. Well, gosh, look at that. It's not even formatting the date in the same way. Isn't that odd? So we'll put in a name of a grocery store perhaps, and I'll start to type in groceries. Okay, at least it did autocomplete that. We'll put in a dollar amount here, but gosh, no formula. So there is a formula up here and these other ones, but guess maybe if I manually copy that down, but oh, look what that did. Pretty weird. Well, perhaps what I should have done is use that insert feature. Let's give that a try. We'll go to insert, tell to insert some more table rows below. It is at least duplicating the previous date. That's a little odd, but let's say that maybe I had a transaction that was the day before, and again we'll put in some text here. Okay, well at least now it's got the alignment the same, and put in an amount here, and it is computing. So it looks like you would have to just repeatedly and consistently make use of the insert table row below to continue to add more rows, but then override the date. But yeah, notice that I don't know, some of the coloring is just not staying consistent. The shading to the sides there, and of course you'd always have to scroll way back up to the top to see that breakdown withdrawals or to see the running summary by category. As mentioned before, I was disappointed when I searched online for Excel-Checkbook templates. So 4 years ago, I began to offer my own for people to download, and earlier this year, I created a website dedicated to those offerings. I currently have 3 options to choose from. You can find them at the website entitled Excel-Checkbook.com. The most current version will be featured on the homepage, but there is a comparison available of the different checkbook register templates that are offered. So if you want just something basic and simple with support for 2 bank accounts, with the ability to actually expand that if you'd like to, there's a basic version available. It's a very low cost option. Here's the pricing in American US dollars, and then we have certainly a far more full feature-rich version entitled the 2024 version that offers support for up to 6 bank accounts with the ability to even add more customizable categories list, buttons for dashboard, navigation, worksheets to track progress of paying off your credit card debts, and so much more. And you can see a full video tour of that particular template here from the site. Just click on that link below. But there are also screenshots to show you what this template would look like. So please do check it out.